Hello, people. Let's go through to the border of Kenya and South Africa. Yeah, what are you saying? The border of Kenya and South Africa. Yes. Do Kenya and South Africa have a border? Most of you don't know. So let me take you there. Yeah. Am I living in the future or am I living in the past or am I living in the present? I don't know. It's your own ideal to decide whether I'm living in the future, the past, or the present. But all I know is there is a border between Kenya and South Africa, and that is where we headed to. So most of you are asking me, but all the vehicles we are seeing have the Kenyan number plates. Who said no? Of course they have. Who said no? Do people in South Africa cycle? Yeah, they do. They do have bicycles. They have motorcycles, whatever they be called, Okada in Nigeria. We also have tuk-tuks there, what they call KK in Nigeria, and whatever you guys want to call it. And even the roads there they still have cabros. So what are some of the similarities between Kenyans and South Africans? Both have motorcycles, as you can see, and they both have long vehicles, as you can see. What other people call trailers? Bro, are you joking? Joking with who? Do I look like someone who's joking? I'm telling you a story, and you have to believe my story because I've been there and you've never been there. Yeah, where exactly? Yeah, I'm talking about the border of Kenya and South Africa. Have you ever been there before? No, man. Are you insane? No, bro. I'm sane. I'm not insane at any point. I know what I'm talking about. And I know you guys think that I'm high. No, I'm not high on anything. I'm just high on truth because what I'm telling you is true. So where's this border? You take any matter to anywhere or a bus anywhere, and then you go there. In fact, those guys also took some food outside the street. You can see, that is where I took my breakfast when I arrived at the border. But something funny was, so those are Kenyan vehicles on the road. Yeah, I told you, it's the Kenyan border, Kenyan South African border. So you guys need to go and visit. It's a very, very, very good place. By the way, we're talking about similarities between those two places. Okay, those guys speak Swahili, so you talking to them won't be an issue because they speak Swahili. Yeah, they speak English, yes, too, and you can also speak English. And then another thing over there is that there are some who are Bantus. They are also Bantus in South Africa, bro. Are you insane? When you want to tell me the immigration stopped in Kenya, Bantu immigration stopped in Kenya. We have Bantus in Tanzania, Bantus in Uganda, we have Bantus in Lesotho, Botswana. Why shouldn't we have Bantus in South Africa? You think I'm lying? Okay. So that's the road, by the way. You want me to tell you the name of the road I want? Maybe you can Google and see that road. So these guys, when they are traveling or they are driving, they drive at that is 80 kilometers per hour, just like Kenya. And most of the things you're seeing on the sideways is the very, very things you can also see in Kenya. So, and that is the border. That's what I say. We are headed to the border of South Africa and Kenya. I don't know what you're thinking about this story, but yeah, as we were on our way to the same, there are guys in the matatu that we were in. They were telling very many stories of whatever happens in Kenya and South Africa. The differences, how they go shopping in South Africa and come back to Kenya. It's like, bro, do you use planes or you just use the road? It's like they're driving daily to South Africa and back to Kenya. And I was like, oh, okay, so let's go see. And that's why I took a bus to South Africa to just go see if this thing is real or not. Do they really buy in South Africa and come back to Kenya? Yeah, to the intermarriages between Kenyans and South Africans just along the border. Yeah, the Hoi Hoi, these people, the Zulu, name them, all these people intermarrying with the Luyas within the border. Bro, you're crazy, eh? You're very crazy. Yeah, no, I'm crazy. Yeah, I'm very, very, very crazy. Even the person sitting next to me thinks that I'm crazy. Yeah, very, very, very crazy. Yeah, do you really know what you're talking about? Yes, I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that is it. So, you leave your comment and tell us what do you think about the Kenyan South African border. Have you ever been there before, the Kenyan South African border, and what was so nice? What did you like about the Kenyan South African border when you visited it? What did you like about it? Yeah, because those guys are just amazing people along the border. Yeah, these amazing people. You can't see someone troubling the other along the border. People are just quiet. People are so friendly. People are loving. People are so much welcoming. and everything is just working as it's expected to work. And I like the humanity there, by the way. Yeah, I like the humanity there, by the way. So yeah, when I was there, someone offered to give me a cup of tea. And I went for it, man. And that was so sweet. But one thing that happened when I was taking the tea was that there was a bee that flew to the glass of tea. Yes, they did. It happened. I don't know what that means because there's some other guys who are so much scared. Yeah, that matatu is from Lesotho, by the way. Yeah, it's from Lesotho. There's another road over there that joins the South African Kenya border from Lesotho. So that one is from Lesotho. Yeah, so it was so nice and so interesting. Yeah, I have many stories, but now the problem was when I got to the border, I had forgotten, I realized that I had forgotten my passport back in Kenya. Yeah, when I got to the border, I had realized that I forgotten my passport back in Kenya, so I had to go back and get my passport back. So you know what? I'm still walking, getting myself to Kenya, get my passport, then go back to the Kenyan South African border. So I don't know what you guys think. In Kenya they say ati hizi ni stories za jaba. Jaba ni nini? Wenye mnaikulanga. Mimi sikulangi jaba, so sinanga stories za jaba at any point. Whatever I'm telling you is what is true because I know it's true. So someone complaining about something, then I'll be like, wait, do you really know what you're talking about? This is not your story, it's my story. So let me tell my story as it is, up to the end. Yes, let me tell my story as it is. So sometimes we drive recklessly, as you see, that guy is overtaking recklessly when the border guys, the motorcycle guys are just on the edge of the road. What if he knocked some of them down? What would he have said? Sometimes sounds so crazy, but that is what it is. It happens so much, and so often. That's according to the testimonies that those guys said when the driver said, "No, don't worry, this is how we drive here. Yeah, on the border of Kenya and South Africa, this is how we drive." Yeah, and then you occasionally see those long vehicles, Yeah, you see the drivers and all these other people gathering different directions, gathering in one point. And you ask the questions, why are these people doing what they're doing? But no one will ever answer you. So I don't know what you think about this. Maybe give us your comments. You sure? Tell us what you think about this on the comment section. Yeah, I'd like to read your comments now. Bye.
Port Victoria. 어디요?